Hello, I'm Jamo and welcome to Number 8 TV. At the Centurions luncheon again, and when you think great All Black wingers, you think Kerwin, you think Lomu, you think Wilson, yes, and Goldie. And you might not recognise this guy next to me. If you don't, you want to keep your trap shut because he's likely to jump out of his seat and clip you one. Gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Grant Batty. Grant, how you going, mate?
Ben, I'm fine.
Looking back when you first made your debut for the All Blacks, as a young lad, trialled when you were 19, I believe, and got announced not long after. How did that hit you, mate?
Well, at that age, you probably don't really understand the significance of it all, Ben, and it's not till even, 20 years later that you understand that it's a bit special and it's a bit important. But, it was exciting with some mixing suddenly with very famous people and a sport that was followed by the nation. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. But, in terms of fully appreciating the significance of it, I don't think that really occurred until a considerable time after retirement.
You were fortunate enough to play in the era with some great players. Some of them had certain reputations for on-the-field antics, others for off-the-field antics. Out of your various tours and teammates, who was the one guy that when the squad got announced, you'd look at it and go, shit hot, he's here, we can have some fun? Who was your trump card on that one, mate?
Well, there's a fellow called Mark Sayers who played for Wellington, and he also played for the All Blacks, and he was fundamental to the survival of the 1972-73 tour in the UK, where we had a lot of crap with the press and the opposition, and he basically held us together, and he was part of the Wellington rugby team, and he was a vital ingredient in the success or the well-being of the team, and so whenever Twig was named, we were happy to hear it.
Excellent. You of course wore the 11 shirt on many occasions. Most of the younger viewers associate 11 with Jonah Lomu. I mean, just sitting there next to you, the comparisons are obvious, mate.
Well, the comparisons are obvious. Same colour, same height, same weight. Jonah and I are at opposite ends of the scale, I guess. And I think for young folk, that should be encouraging. To think that someone, a dwarf like me or a giant like Jonah, it's. And he had obviously enormous success, and I had enough success to keep me happy. So I guess the moral of the story is that colour, creed, religion or whatever, that makes no difference. If you're passionate enough about it, good things can happen.
Do you, if you had the choice, of course, you would have earned a Bob 30 a game sort of thing, whereas these days they're on 10 grand sort of thing. Which era would you rather play in, mate? Back then with the fun or up here with the pressure and the dollars?
Absolutely no hesitation saying I don't envy these current crop at all. At all. I don't care what they're paid, the enjoyment, the friendships, the relationships that we formed and had and still retain with players that we played with and against supersedes any dollar value. And I think it's wonderful that these people get paid well, but none of the people that I played with in my era are disappointed that we weren't paid. In fact, at $1.50 a day, we think we were overpaid.
That's the story. And the one player out of all you played with, most influential on a game?
The best rugby player I ever played with was a fellow called Sid Milton Going. And he was just a bloody freak, and Sid was tough, he was creative, he was intuitive, he was skillful. The worst trainer I ever came across, but great rugby player.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Words from Grant Batty, former All Black winger, an absolute character. It's been a pleasure bringing this to you on Number 8 TV. I'm Jamo, and we'll see you next time.
Go to number8.co.nz.